There's a car sitting in a garage right now that costs more than most people will earn in their entire lifetime. Not exaggerating. One of these machines makes over 1,800 horsepower. Another one, only 5 exist in the entire world. And the car at number 1? When you hear the price, you're going to think, I made it up. Let's get into it. We open with something that sets the tone immediately. The Pagani Huayra Codalunga, Italian for long tail, a tribute to the legendary long-tail racing cars of the 1960s. What Pagani actually built, though? A handcrafted Italian missile that cost $7.4 million. Twin turbocharged Mercedes AMG V12. 840 horsepower, 0 to 60 under 2.7 seconds. Top speed around 238 miles per hour. But here's what separates Pagani from everyone else. The specs almost don't tell the story. The interior takes months to hand assemble. Every surface, every stitch, every machined aluminum component is done by hand in a small factory in Modena, Italy. It's less like a car and more like a moving piece of art that happens to do 238 miles per hour. And Pagani made 5 of them. 5 in the world. So even if you had the money, you've already missed your shot. That's how we're starting this list. It only gets worse from here. Let's talk about speed, real speed. The kind of speed that makes physics nervous. The Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute was built with one mission: to be the fastest production car ever made. Koenigsegg's own calculations project a top speed of 330 miles per hour. That number isn't a typo. Twin-turbo V8, 1,600 horsepower on regular fuel, 1,800 horsepower on E85 biofuel. The transmission, a 9-speed unit that Koenigsegg literally invented themselves because nothing available was fast enough, changes gears in microseconds. They called it the Lightspeed transmission. And yes, that name is completely justified. 0 to 60 in under 2.5 seconds. 0 to 186 miles per hour in around 8 seconds. Price, $3 million. All 125 units. Sold out before the car was even fully revealed. What gets me about Koenigsegg is this: they're a tiny Swedish company building maybe 50 cars a year, and they are consistently out-engineering Ferrari, Bugatti and Lamborghini on raw performance. A small team from Sweden, repeatedly humiliating the biggest names in the business. Respect. And that's not even the wildest one on this list. You've probably heard the name. But hearing about it and truly understanding what it is, completely different things. The Bugatti La Voiture Noire, French for the black car. One car, one owner, who has never been publicly identified. Price, $18.7 million. After taxes, closer to $19 million. The most expensive new car ever sold at the time of its sale. Quad turbocharged W16 engine, 16 cylinders, 1,500 horsepower, 6 exhaust pipes coming out the back, not for performance reasons, purely as a flex. Top speed electronically capped at 261 miles per hour. The design is a tribute to the Bugatti Type 57 SC Atlantic from the 1930s, one of the most valuable classic cars in existence. Bugatti spent years building this as a one-off tribute to its own legacy. The carbon fiber bodywork alone is some of the most complex ever put on a car. Somewhere out there, one anonymous person owns this. They could wake up tomorrow and drive the most expensive Bugatti ever made. And apparently, they prefer to stay quiet about it. Somewhere between 4 and 1 on this list, things get genuinely shocking. Stay with me. This is the moment Lamborghini looked at everything they'd ever built and said, not enough. The Lamborghini Veneno, built in 2013 for their 50th anniversary, named after one of the most dangerous fighting bulls in history, and it looks exactly how that sounds. So aggressive, so angular, so deliberately extreme that most people assume it's a concept car the first time they see it. It is street legal. People drive this on actual public roads. 6.5-litre, naturally aspirated, V12. 750 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds. Top speed 221 miles per hour. But here's the crazy part. Lamborghini made 5 roadsters and 3 coupes. 8 cars, total, on the entire planet. Original price was around $4.5 million. Resale value today? Some configurations have sold at auction for close to $9 million. The Veneno isn't just a car, it's Lamborghini proving that after 50 years they can still make the entire automotive world stop and stare. And it's only number 4. Most people have never heard of this one, which is exactly why it belongs here. The Mercedes-Benz Maybach Exelero, built in 2004, and the origin story alone is worth telling. A tire company, Fulda Tires, needed a high-speed vehicle to test a new wide tire format. So they commissioned Maybach to build one. What came out of that partnership was one of the most menacing cars ever created. Twin-turbo V12, 700 horsepower, top speed 218 miles per hour. The design is pure villain energy. Long hood, aggressive stance, nearly 19 feet long. It looks like it belongs in a movie about the end of the world. One was built, one was sold, for $8 million. The Exelero is a reminder that sometimes the most fascinating cars in history aren't the headline acts. They're the random commissions, the weird one-offs, the why did this even exist moments that somehow produce something unforgettable. We're in the top 2 now, and I need you to pay attention to what's coming. Most car companies have a most expensive model. Rolls-Royce has a commission process. The boat tail isn't something you walk into a showroom and buy. Rolls-Royce decides if you're worthy. Then they spend 4 years building it. Estimated price, $28 million. 6.75-litre twin-turbo V12, 563 horsepower, which, and this is important, is not remotely the point. Nobody commissioning a $28 million Rolls-Royce is thinking about horsepower figures. One known commission features a built-in champagne chilling system, bespoke crystal glasses, and a deployable hosting deck in the rear of the car. A hosting deck on a car that costs $28 million. This is what happens when expensive stops being a number and becomes a personality. But even this isn't number one. Number one changes the definition of what a car can even be. Everything on this list has been outrageous, but number one isn't about horsepower. It isn't about top speed or carbon fiber or sold-out production runs. Number one is about the ultimate power move, telling a car company to build you something that has never existed before. The Rolls-Royce Sweptail, an anonymous collector, reportedly someone who also collected yachts and vintage aircraft, approached Rolls-Royce with a simple request. Not a car from their lineup, not a customized version of something existing, a completely new one-of-one automobile built from scratch around his exact vision. Rolls-Royce spent 4 years building it. Price, $13 million, at minimum. Rolls-Royce never officially confirmed the final number, which is the most Rolls-Royce thing imaginable. The Sweptail isn't really a car. It's what happens when wealth reaches the level where you stop buying things and start commissioning them. Now I want to hear from you. If you had unlimited budget, which one are you taking? The 330 miles per hour Koenigsegg? The one-of-one Rolls-Royce Sweptail? Or something else on this list? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.